Hey Canada, it's Earl again. I told you the other day that the smell of corruption around this government was getting pretty strong. Well, today it's smelling even worse. Right now in Nova Scotia, there's a massive wind farm project called the Mercy River Wind Farm. It's getting over $230 million in public money, including a $206 million low-interest loan from the Canada Infrastructure Bank and another pile of subsidies on top. Sounds like a normal green energy project, right? Wrong. The company building it is called Renewal Energy, owned by Roswell Development. And guess who's sitting right in the middle of it? Michelle Sampson, the former Nova Scotia Liberal MLA and former provincial energy minister, is the chairman of the board. Edgar Sampson, brother of former Liberal MP Daryl Sampson, is a director and owner. Mitchell Bryson, brother of former Liberal cabinet minister Scott Bryson, is also a director and has major construction interests tied into the project. And Daniel Roscoe, the president, is the son-in-law of former Liberal MP and cabinet minister David Dingwall. So we've got multiple Liberal political families, brothers, former ministers, close connections, all positioned to make serious money off a project that's being handed hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars. When this came up in parliamentary committee, Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne was asked directly whether Bill C-15 could let ministers bypass conflict of interest rules to benefit companies like this. He refused to answer, wouldn't say yes, wouldn't say no, just danced around it. Now the Canada Infrastructure Bank is refusing to tell Parliament what interest rate they're giving on that $206 million loan. If it's below market rate, that's even more of your money being handed over on sweetheart terms. This is the same pattern we keep seeing. They tell you to sacrifice. They tell you to tighten your belt because of the cost of living crisis. They tell you we all have to do our part for the green transition. Meanwhile, Liberal insiders and their families get to line up at the taxpayer trough for massive wind farm contracts, low-interest loans, and subsidies, while the rest of us pay higher electricity bills and watch our taxes disappear. This isn't building a better future. This is classic cronyism. This is the government picking winners and losers with your money, and the winners just happen to be their friends and family. I'm not saying every wind project is corrupt, but when you see this many Liberal political connections clustered around one big pile of public cash and the government stonewalls basic questions about it, regular Canadians have every right to be furious. We pay the taxes. We pay the electricity bills. We pay the cost when these projects go sideways. And yet somehow the same circle of people keeps ending up with the contracts. I'm Earl, just a regular Canadian who's sick and tired of watching this crap. If you're as annoyed as I am, call your MP, share this, talk to your neighbors, because this kind of insider dealing doesn't stop until enough of us start making noise. Thanks for listening. Stay awake.